Let us look at this example 9. Under the sum of a GP, a geometric progression has a common ratio of a half. The sum of the first 6 terms is 63. Find the first term. We are given the common ratio R as a half, and we are given the sum of the first 6 terms S6 as 63, and this implies that the number of terms in this case is 6. And the question says, find the first term. Okay, the first term A is what we shall look for. Now from here, we are given the common ratio, the sum of the first 6 terms, and that we find the first term. What we do is to apply the formula for getting the sum of a GP, simply because the question has an element of sum in it. And remember, there are 2 formulas for getting the sum. The 2 formulas depend on the value of R. Like for this case, R is a half. A half is less than 1. So R is less than 1. Which formula do we use when R is less than 1? We say the sum of the first n terms of a GP is given by A into 1 minus R power n over 1 minus R. Why? Because our R is less than 1. It is a half, which is 0.5. And we all know that is less than 1. So we substitute, customizing it to the 6th term. So the sum of the first 6 terms becomes the first term A that we are looking for into 1 minus R. What is R? R is a half. So minus 1 out of 2, but to power n. N is 6 for this case. Then we divide by 1 minus R, that is 1 minus a half. And then from here, we work it out. What is S6? That is the sum of the first 6 terms, given as 63, being equal to A, the first term, that is what we are looking for, into 1 minus, what is 1? What is a half to power 6? It is 1 over 64. So here we shall have 1 out of 64. Divide by, what is 1 minus half? Use a ruler. What is 1 minus half? It gives us a half. So here we shall have 63 being equal to, what is 1 minus 1 over 63? 1 divided by 64 rather. I'm getting A into 1 minus 1 over 64 is 0.98. 4375. But remember, this is still over half, right? This is still over this half. So divide by half. So I'm going to divide this number by half, right? Divide it by half. So 0.984375 divided by half on the calculator. Please know how to press your calculator well, keeping the brackets where necessary, because the calculator follows board mass. So on dividing this value by half, I am getting, let me copy this side, 63 equals to A into, I am getting 1.96875. It's just a matter of multiplying it by 2, in other words, anyway. So on dividing it by half, we are getting 1.96 and that. And then remember we are looking for A. So we shall have 63 being equal to A times this value, we shall get 1.96875A. Then we divide both sides by the coefficient of A, 1.96875 on both sides. Yes. Then you press the calculator. This and this are going to cancel. On pressing the calculator, this side we shall have A. So you divide 63 by this answer, by this number. Press your calculator. Me, I'm getting 64, by the way. I'm getting 64. Dividing 63 by 1.96875. Let me press it again. 8. Oh, I did not press it well. I'm getting 32 now in this round. Always press yours twice before you leave if the expression is somehow complicated. I'm getting 32, but let me press for the last time. I believe you are pressing a calculator. If you are not, then you are not learning at all. Yeah, it is 32. It is 32. Yeah, it is 32, not 64. So the first term of this GP is 32. That makes the solution to example 9. We are left with only one example, that is example 10, and we conclude the chapter of the sum of a GP. Otherwise, keep on practicing. If you need practice questions or your personal tutor, reach out to us by leaving a comment or by clicking on the link in our description so that you join a community of learners. Otherwise, I am your tutor here, and this is Vision Plus. A great day.